Haha, baby. What's up, tricksters? What's up, ladies and gentlemen, members of the Big Brain Club, or so-called BBC? It is not what you think, you dirty mother effers. Today, Papito is gonna explain you why playing a certain agent is the best thing that you can do in Valorant in order to improve as fast as possible, reach Radiant, and become the professional esports player in Valorant. Every single agent has a very specific set of abilities, and every single agent has a very specific gameplay and playstyle. And that is why in Valorant it is very bad to main a certain agent if you are a certain rank or a certain type of player. And today I'm gonna try to explain you which agents you should main, what is my personal agents tier list, and which agents do I, as a 12-time Radiant player, have to recommend for you. Basically, I'm gonna recommend you the top agents that you should main in Valorant Ranked Solo Queue in order to go from Iron 1 to Radiant, basically, like so to say. Not every single agent in Valorant will improve you at the same rate. Like, some agents will improve your game sense, some agents will improve your team play, some agents will improve your reflex time, mechanical skill, and not every single agent is the same in Valorant. When you're looking at the agents in Valorant, you should not look at them as the Sentinel, Duelist, and that little crap that Riot Games gave to us. Like, that is completely wrong way to look at the Valorant agents. You should categorize agents in 4 groups based on their gameplay and playstyle similarity. Basically, we categorize agents by their abilities. That being said, we're gonna start with the first group of agents, and that are the agents that you should never ever touch in your life or play until you reach at least Immortal or Radiant game sense and skill level. Like, Immortal is totally fine, Immortal plus. These agents are highly immobile agents that require very good mechanical skill and angle clearing, and that is why with these agents you will not really improve that fast. You will not rank up extremely fast to the ranks, and you will rely on your allies way too much on both attackers and defender side, so to say. These agents are highly immobile agents, controller type hardcore sentinel agents, and they are Viper, Astra, Brimstone, Cypher, Killjoy, and of course our dear Sage. These 6 agents I wouldn't recommend anyone that is not at least Immortal plus to even touch in Valorant Ranked Solo Queue. Like, these 6 agents are extremely hardcore immobile agents that will never improve your reflex time or improve your mechanical skill, map awareness, as maybe some other agents. They really rely on a team play, and there is not a lot of things that you can do on the attacker side to kinda basically carry the game alone. And your main goal right now should be reaching Radiant. Like, that is what the main goal of everyone in Valorant should be. Like, your main goal at the moment is reaching the highest rank possible, so that teams and other people can see you and you start playing with better players, like you get in a team environment, etc, etc. The second group of agents, which you should absolutely try to kinda avoid until you reach at least like Diamond Plus skill level and game sense and mechanical skill, and those are like the flash type of agents. Those agents are not as bad as the previous ones, but they are not really agents that can kinda do anything alone. Like, they are just the initiator of the fights. They are not entry fraggers, they just have a flash abilities to enter the sites and to allow their allies to dash into site, to teleport into site, and to maybe C4 satchel, etc, etc. So basically, like, these agents are not as bad as the previous ones. Like, if you're like Platinum, Diamond Plus, you can play these agents and they will improve you really good, like your mechanical skill, game sense, map awareness, but they are not as useful as the last category of agents. Those agents are basically any type of agents with flash ability, like Breach, Phoenix, Reyna, Sky, and Yoru. We have 5 flash type of agents in Valorant, and they share pretty similar playstyle. Also, the categories that I'm explaining right now, when you're choosing your main and your secondary agent, your secondary agent should always be from the same category of the agent where your main is. So you cannot play Cypher and Jett as your two main agents. And also, why am I only mentioning two agents? Because as a Valorant player that is aspiring to go pro in Valorant, or just trying to get on a team or get Radiant, you should not be playing more than two agents. Like maining more than two agents is pointless. It's just useless. You should just pick two agents, completely understand them, become the big brain of these agents, and try to figure out how you can fuck any other team comp, how to play with other agents, try to build up some strategies and playstyle off from the abilities of your two main agents. You should never main more than two agents in Valorant. The third group of agents are the agents that are highly mobile agents. In any FPS game that you are playing, high mobility is what is the most valuable thing. Mobility agents will always be the best for your personal improvement in terms of your reflexes, in terms of your mechanical skill, in terms of your map awareness, in terms of your, I don't know, like game sense, everything. Like, these agents will force you to play a bit more aggressively. They will force you to go in first. They will force you to be there, to be in the action, and not sit like a pussy behind your teammates while your allies are just entering the site and dying alone. Or maybe they're just trolling because they don't want to go first, and you need to go first with a Killjoy or Cypher. Man! These agents are the absolutely best agents in Valorant from closed beta, and these agents will make you improve and rank up faster than any other agent in Valorant. And those are Jett, Omen, and Raze. These three agents are absolute monsters of Valorant Ranked Solo Queue since the closed beta. Nothing can replace the high mobility that Raze, Omen, and Jett have inside of Valorant. And all three of these agents share pretty similar playstyle. Basically, like, they are being played in the same type of way, pretty aggressively, to enter the sites, clear the corners. They just have a bit different abilities. Like, but for example, your main goal as a Raze is not to kill people with your abilities, but to clear as many corners as possible and to try to enter the site with your C4 satchel. So basically, when you're playing Raze, like, your job is not to just use your ultimate and kill 5 of the enemies. Your job is, you're entering a site. You're going changa 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 changa. Okay, now I'm gonna use a boombot to clear that angle. I'm gonna use nade to clear that angle. Then I'm gonna Ferrari peek, bam! Then I'm gonna Ferrari peek again, bam! Like, that is your job as a Raze player. To go in first, clear all the angles with your abilities, and allow your allies to follow you to the choke points into a bomb site. Omen, Jett, and Raze make the space for their allies so that they can follow them into the bomb site. And those agents will force you to play a bit more aggressively. And that is also why you should buy the coaching from me on my Discord server. Because I teach people how to play a certain positions and certain strategies, which will not only help you win more matches or win more games, but they will also improve you in a longer run. Because when you're playing a Valorant ranked match, and if you're just being passive, completely like playing like a pussy, you will never learn anything new. You will not develop your game sense, your big brain, your map awareness, your mechanical skill, and that is very bad. That's why these three agents and this agents group is the best in Valorant. In my opinion, two absolutely best agents for solo queue environment are Jett and Omen. Like, Jett and Omen, like, it is so easy to reach Radiant with those two agents, and if you wanna start off from maining some agents, I would recommend anyone that is Iron, that is Gold, that is Platinum, that is Silver, that is Bronze, to pick Jett and Omen as their main agents. They share a pretty similar literally same playstyle. Like, the only difference is how fast they can execute the sites. For example, when you're playing Jett, like, your job is to always utilize your smokes and dash into a certain area of the map. When you're playing Omen, that execute is a bit slower because you need to position your smokes in a bit different way But the whole concept is the same. Like, you're using your smokes as a close gap ability between you and the enemies. You're using your flash to flash out the enemies in a certain area of the map and trying to bamboozle the enemies with your teleport throughout your smokes and making a snake pathing into a bomb site. Why do I say that Raze, Jett, and Omen belong to the same category of the agents? They have the same executes. Basically, those three agents, their main job is to enter the bomb sites, but the abilities that they have allow them to enter the bomb sites a bit easier than any other agent. It is just a bit different, but kind of the same. So basically, the Jett players have two tasks. They have two things that they need to do for their allies in order to support their allies, let them pass through these very narrow choke points and enter the bomb site. So basically, a good Jett player needs to smoke these choke points for their allies, so that your allies don't die from operator there, and then you're placing a second smoke on the most optimal place to execute a certain site. For example, the A site execute for Jett looks like this. And then from this smoke, you're basically supporting your allies or pushing the site, etc, etc. So that is the Jett execute on split A site, like the most common one, so to say. When you're playing Omen, the way you're using your smokes is kinda same as Jett, like there's not a lot of difference. You're always placing your smokes so that you allow yourself to enter the sites aggressively and also helping your allies pass through these very narrow choke points here. So the absolutely two best smokes on A site on split are this one here and this one here. And then why is this smoke better than the smoke in Screens Deep there and better than this smoke here? Simply because this smoke will allow yourself as the Omen, your Jett and your Raze to enter the site without any repercussions with their dash ability and C4 satchel. And then from the smoke, you can peek the enemies once you get the gun in your hands. So that is why you always place one smoke a bit more aggressively, but smart. You need to think, how can you help your allies? This is the absolutely best execute setup on split A site as Omen. And then you can just flash this part of the map for your allies, get in a site, and then from this smoke, you're either pushing the elbow, checking behind you, checking the site, voila. Pretty easy, pretty neat. Or you can just come from your smoke here, and you can push the enemies on site. You just need to worry about these angles and then entering a site with a proper crosshair placement. Now, with Raze, unfortunately, you don't have the smokes. That is why, for me, Raze is the third best agent in Valorant. Like, number one are Jett and Omen. And the Raze is like second or third, however you wanna call it. Simply because she doesn't have the smokes to help their allies and herself to enter the site easily. But with Raze, you can always do like the double satchel boost, or you can do like a fast entrance to the site. You have your abilities to clear enormous amount of angles. Like, you can just send your boombot there, nade the elbow there, use a Ferrari peek to peek this area of the map and enter the site. That's why Raze is such a good agent, like the third best agent in Valorant. You, as a Raze, Jett and Omen player, you can really support your allies to enter the bomb sites easily. And on a defender side, all three of these agents are absolute monsters as well. Like, they're literally on the same level as stupid like Astra, say, in solo queue environment. All of this that I'm speaking right now is simply solo queue. It is not a team play. It is not esports environment. Like, this is, I'm trying to help you to reach Radiant. That is my job here. In a team environment, like, everything is different. Like, you need to adapt to the team, you need to adapt to the metas, blah 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 blah. You need to learn a lot of things, like, but that should not be your concern at the moment. Are you Radiant? You are not. Are you signed to a pro team? You are not. Then it is none of your concern. This is what you need to learn first. And the fourth group of agents is very lonely at the moment, and there is only Sova. Sova is the best overall agent in Valorant. So what do I mean by the best overall agent? I mean that he is very good in the solo queue environment and very good in the team environment as well. But Sova is not the best in the team environment and not the best in solo queue environment as well. He is just overall pretty decent agent, but I see a lot of people misuse him in solo queue environment. Like, with Sova, you don't need to know any real lineups. Like, lineups are only being used to kinda defend the post plants. That's why you need to know the lineups. Have a bit more freedom in your playstyle. Like, use all of your abilities based on your game sense. Like, don't overthink them too much. Like, overthinking situations and your abilities, it's what's killing you. I reached the Radiant with Sova in episode 1 without a single lineup. I didn't know a single lineup. I just entered the site with my abilities, cleared every single corner that I can clear with my abilities, and then based on that knowledge about which corners are cleared and which are not, I was able to enter the site, support my teammates, etc, etc. The main problem that I see with Sova players is in lower elos like Iron, Gold, Bronze, Silver, Platinum, Diamond, is that they overthink the abilities. Like, they spend way too much time calculating triangles. Like you need to have a bit more fluid playstyle when playing Sova, and that is why I would really not recommend Sova to anyone that is not at least Diamond Plus, like in terms of game sense and mechanical skill, because Sova requires a bit of a better game sense, so that you can know like when to use your drone, when to use your arrows, when to hold the gun to kill the enemies. That's the problem with Sova. Like, but he is overall pretty, maybe the best agent in Valorant, like when it comes to team play and solo queue environment. At an absolute #1 spot for Valorant Ranked Solo Queue, I would put Jett, Omen, and Raze. These 3 agents are the absolute monsters in solo queue environment on every single map in Valorant, and they will improve you as fast as possible in terms of your mechanical skill, game sense, and other aspects for you as a player. At the #2 spot, I would definitely put Reyna, Yoru, and Sova. Those 3 agents are extremely good when it comes to their abilities. Like, Reyna has the overheal, and you can always take multiple gunfights during the same round, and you have the dismiss ability to make such a good outplays and such a good double bait setups on every single map in Valorant. And Yoru with the recent buffs is just on that same level as Reyna, in my opinion. And Sova, as I said, is overall the best agent in Valorant, but he is just not on that level of Jett, Omen, and Raze, because he doesn't have any movement type of ability. At the #3 spot, I would definitely put all the other flash type of agents, like playing Sky, playing Breach, playing, I don't know who is left with a flash, like playing the Phoenix, and also there I'll put the Viper as well. Those agents are the absolute cancers of solo queue. Like, they are good, they're not bad. In a lot of matches, you will rely on your allies. You will rely on your Jett, you will rely on your Omen to smoke you, and without the smokes and without any close gap ability, as an agent, you might find yourself in a lot of cases and scenarios where you will just lose a match because nobody wants to go into the site first. And that is a huge problem in Valorant. Like, attacker side in Valorant is extremely hard. Like, it is much harder than in CSGO, and you need to play a highly mobile agent if you want to win more matches and more rounds. And at the #4 spot, like at the #4 place in my tier list, I would put any other agent, like Astra, Brimstone, Cypher, Killjoy, who's left? Sage, and that's it. Like, these agents are good, like, they're not bad. I don't think they are bad. Like, there's no bad agents in Valorant. Like, every single agent is good, like useful. He can be useful in a team environment, especially with the recent like Viper buffs. Viper can be such a great tool in a team play environment. But in solo queue, trust me, there's not a lot of things that you can do to kind of win the matches with your allies. Like, if your allies don't want to go in first, haha, baby, you're gonna have some pretty effed up time. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, members of the Tricksters community, BBC Army, thank you for watching this video, and I need to ask one favor from you. Please like this video, share this video with everybody that you know, all of your friends that need to see this info. There's a lot of great tutorials and great guides on my channel, plus I make the highlights video, which are, in my opinion, they're really good and really funny. In the comment section, write down anything, literally. If you don't have any question or anything that you want to write, like, or you don't have anything to say, just write down Baba Ganoush, or maybe Shabba or Bugs Bunny, or any TikTok, like anything, literally. Like, just let's boost this algorithm, because I want us to reach 50,000 subscribers on YouTube as soon as possible, so that I can do the face reveal. And in May, I want to push for the rank 1 Radiant in Europe as fast and as soon as possible. I plan on playing at least 10 games per day, streaming every single day, and the content that is coming in your way, baby. Make sure to follow me on the Twitch as well, like the streams are just popping, man, like, oh, baby, you know what we do on streams, oh, baby, cut the video, bro! Subscribe for now. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'm yours, one and only, Warden of the Tricksters and the Big Brain community. Thank you for watching, and much love, my friends. And also, good luck in the Valorant Solo Queue Abomination Mental. I really don't know what I wanted to say. Just I'm gonna see you in the next video. Okay, thank you guys. See ya.